much about this Templar. Perhaps you should reconsider your attack.
For the last time, Zaz, you question my motives and authority at your own peril.
You dare threaten a cerebrate? You'll be the doom of us all.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to level 6 of the Zerg campaign in Starcraft 1, the remastered version, where we get to face off against the Protoss once again. And this level is also not a very challenging level to play, but it is a level that takes a little bit of time once again to just get up and running. We get introduced to the Guardian, which is an incredibly powerful flyer unit that can only attack the ground. Having these babies in masses can really wreak havoc and devastation to any ground army that you come across. And we will be demonstrating its effectiveness in exactly this level. An annoyance with something like larva is that. So, as usual, we are going to be spending the first bit of the level just to get our resource collection rate up and running. Use the Guardians to explore a bit. They do deal 20 damage per shot. Look at the bases that we want to come and acquire, and yeah, just continue making drones all the way. Now this base over here, unfortunately, we have to fly over to in order to get to, so the sooner we can get our lair up and running in order to get the upgrade that we need, the better. So let's get that lair up and running. And if I have it correctly, we need 200 gas, I believe, for the upgrade. So yeah, let's get the extractor too. Protoss attacks will be coming every once in a while, so having a couple of defenses ready will be a very good idea for us. We can use the Mutalisks to explore. Other than that, Overlords are very good scouts as well, just a little bit slow. But for now, we can just make use of these Mutalisks to cover terrain for us. Their line of sight is not incredibly good, but it will do for now. So, yes. Let's see. Oh yeah, of course there's a base right over here. We can use the Guardians in order to take down that for us. And the lair should be finishing soon. All we need now is all of the minerals that we need to get the upgrades. So, Guardians also have incredibly long range that we should use to our advantage. Dragoons are powerful units. For ground and air, they deal about the same amount of damage as a Guardian. So yeah, keep that in mind. With the Guardian on hold, they are very slow, sluggish moving units. We don't want to lose these for no reason. As you can see, Protoss units are pretty durable. So yeah. Anyways, over here, this worm-like creature that you're seeing for the Protoss is an incredibly strong ground unit for the Protoss. Now, it's called a Reaver, and this thing does a maddening amount of damage, which is 125 once it is upgraded. Now, on top of it all, it doesn't do single target damage. It actually goes for splash damage or area and effect damage, which means if you have units like Zerglings, or actually for that matter, any light-based unit will have a hard time against the Reaver. They do attack slowly, they do move slowly, but that doesn't keep them from dealing a lot of damage. 2 to 3 Reavers is all that you really, really need in order to you know, just make life very difficult. Get some Overlords up and running. How is that upgrade looking? Still have a while to go, so keep this close by. And let's get that base as soon as we can. Now, for this level, we are primarily going to focus on getting Guardians, and then later on we will also focus on Zerglings. We do have access to Adrenal Glands now as well, which makes our Zerglings quite the force to be reckoned with. Keep on making drones. Our defenses and our units are more than good enough in order to deal with anything the Protoss has to throw at us in this level. And there we go. Going to claim our next base. Now, if we want to speed up the production, or not the production, speed up the flow of drones for the side, it will be a good idea for us to also just build... Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't make stuff in advance. It's not the same in Starcraft 2. It will then be a good idea for us to just keep on making drones. And these drones we are going to transport over to this base over here. It is definitely going to be a good idea to build defenses over there as well, because the Protoss might decide to, which I think they definitely will do, they will probably drop units. So having, like, let's say 1 spore colony and 2 sunken colonies on that side to defend is going to be great for us. Keep on making the drones and prepare to send them over on a moment's notice. Okay, Zergling speed for sure. So you can see that the flow of minerals is looking really positive for us. And we are just going to increase it even more. We can now start by getting our spire up and running. Keep on making those drones. This base should finish pretty soon. And then we have a massive kickstart of extra drones. Gas flow is coming in decently. Guardians are pretty much fully healed as well. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, let's get our defenses up and running. He actually went running after it. Okay. Yeah, let's get our defenses up and running. Get our upgrades and all of the other important things. And then we can start focusing on just massing our armies. We definitely want to get another hatchery, just to have 3 going over here. This one is not going to be useful for us unless we want to make use of flyers. Ah, there we go. Don't lose the Guardian. Quick work, no losses. Carapace is usually my favorite to start off with. 2, 3. Carapace is usually my favorite to start off with, so that our Guardians can be a whole lot more durable. They already deal a lot of damage. So, yeah. Unless, of course, you just want to go for the damage. That's also perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with going for damage first. It's, just, it covers a lot more units to go for armor first. That's what I tend to like about it. So, yeah, we still need at least a spore crawler, and this one we can bolt here on the top side so that we can cover more ground, just in case they do decide to send in flyers of sorts. Get our carapace up and running. We're not going to bother too much with the hydralisks because the majority of our army is going to consist of making lings instead. Also, a good idea would be to get something like wings. It's not a must, to be honest, because we are mainly going to be focusing on Guardians. But nonetheless, you know, having 1 or 2 in order to deal with Reavers instant shot is a good idea. How to make Guardians? You need to have Mutalisks that will then evolve into Guardians. So just keep that in mind. We are going to be massing our Mutalisks now. And then after that, it's pretty much going to be massing Zerglings. Putting a hotkey on these buildings to quickly get to them is also good. And of course, keep Kerrigan out of trouble. Just put her way at the back. Maybe build a couple of extra defenses over here, just in case as we start to move out. Yeah. And the Hydralisks, sure. I mean, we are going to be encountering some of their flyers as well. So we can either go for building a massive load of new Mutalisks, or instead go for Hydralisks. The Hydralisks are definitely going to be cheaper, and I find them to be a lot more durable than the Mutalisks, so up to you completely on which one you would prefer approaching. Any event, Guardians are pretty expensive to make though, so just keep that in mind when you start massing those units. That's why it's a good idea to have 2 bases saturated up and running. If you can get a 3rd base, that would also be pretty ideal. So yeah, we are gonna go and claim this base here on the bottom side. We should, I cannot remember if we need to fly over or if there is a ram. Oh, okay, it's another one of these flyover bases. So also gonna need to be defended for sure. These Zerglings, we are gonna send them to the far eastern side to just go and deal some damage. Nothing serious at all. Just to poke a bit, cause some trouble. There is a base located over here, and they do have a reaver. Oh, if they're on the bottom side. Oh yeah, Zerglings are incredibly effective in facing up against Dragoons. Because Dragoons are such slow, sluggish units, you can actually deal a massive amount of damage with using Zerglings against those kind of units. Especially if we have now adrenal glands, you know, all of those finer things. Yeah, it really makes a difference. So, this is also an ideal base to try and come. Ooh, 3 Reavers. Yeah, that is going to be a bit of an ouchie, for sure. We have enough going over here. We need to get 1 more. So yeah, if we have 3 of these bases running smoothly, then yeah, we'll be good to go to constantly send out attacks against the Protoss. Get that. No. Don't do that. It's going to be a waste of minerals. So get this army of ours close by and prepare to try or evolve them into Guardians as soon as we get the opportunity. Try not to lose any Guardians for unnecessary reasons. That's probably an attack that's coming our way. Pick them off. Gas is a whole lot more important to us, so let's find the middle ground slightly closer to the side of the gas. And, perfect. So we have access to our Guardians now. Just transform him. Okay, and go back to upgrading. Make a massive amount of Zerglings that we might as well just hotkey into this region over here. Exactly. This is exactly what I was expecting to happen. Oh, only problem is, however... Come on. Strike that damn thing. Strike that damn thing. Thank you. Oh, that could have been a devastating attack. Really, that could have been devastating. They could have wiped out all of these drones that we have accumulated. So, really nice that didn't have to happen. So, the same rule will apply for this base. Get it up and running with a decent amount of defenses, for sure. Keep on making masses of the Zerglings that we are going to use to overwhelm their forces over here. And now just watch how quickly these guys are just gonna melt. Of course, same can be said against Guardians. But we'll just fix that with the remaining Mutalisks that we had. We want to get rid of those guys first so that we don't have unnecessary casualties with our Lings. There are ground counters for Zerg with these kinds of units. Ultralisks are really good for a situation like this. So, yeah. Don't worry too much that Zerg is at a major disadvantage or something. Okay. From here on out, we can just go about clearing the way and doing as much damage as we can. Send these units onto mineral posts. Maybe make another batch of Zerglings and Overlords. And now just literally lay waste. Gather what you can, keep the units here close by if you really want to, in case of emergencies. You probably need to make a set of Hydralisks now I think about it. Put these onto hotkey number 3. And yeah, I think our next set of units is going to be a bunch of Hydralisks because they, from what I remember, they do have flyers. So yeah, let's go and do some damage. It's literally gonna be overrunning them now from here on out. We've got a big army. It's needless to say. Okay, nothing major going on over here. Micromanage the units as much as you can. And let's lay waste. Just send in all of those units. We should be able to overrun them, pretty much. Ah, that's exactly what we needed the Guardians for. Oh, or the Hydralisk, sorry. I'll make short work of these scouts. Ah! What do you know? They actually do have Reavers. And what a difference, huh? How quickly one Reaver can make such a massive difference. Still continuing with the normal upgrades. Oh yeah, we lost. Huh? Why did I make Scourges? That was a mistake. Unintentional movement, that's for sure. From here on out, let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna keep on making units now and overpower them. Kerrigan, we should send to the middle. Oh man. Get rid of this. Couldn't pay too much attention to that.
Our forces are under attack. The Hive cluster is under attack.
Gonna make it? Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Our forces are under attack.
And this is what makes Zerg powerful. Just this consistent flow of units that's gonna keep on coming in. The Scourge is a suicidal unit that I didn't get a chance to talk about the last time. 110 damage per shot, but they can only attack air. So just 2 shots and that shuttle is down. 6 Scourges take down 1 carrier. And what else? I think, no. I think it was 5 for a carrier and 6 for a battle cruiser, or the other way around. I cannot remember exactly. Where's Kerrigan? Okay. Send Kerrigan to the middle of the map. That's where we ultimately need to be. And just clear out the remainder of the Protoss buildings and things. This level is over and done with, pretty much. Okay, this should be it.
I'm listening.
There we go. Tassadar.
I'm listening.
Is that it?
An illusion. Are you afraid to face me, Templar?
So long as you continue to be so predictable, O Queen, I need not face you at all. You are your own worst enemy.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of level 6 of the Zerg campaign. Yeah, it took a little bit of time to get things going, but we swiftly overran them in the end. Got a decent flow of resources going. Yeah, sacrificed a lot of units, but then again, that is pretty much what Zerg does, to be honest. Hope that you found this tutorial to be helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Refer to some friends that would like to learn more about StarCraft 1 and how to complete the Zerg campaign. And of course, stay tuned for level 7, where things get even more spiced up, where we get to fight against our own kind. Stay tuned for next time.